everybody. We are back. You know my next guest from her years on Star Trek Voyager. Now she can be seen every Monday night on Boston Public. Please welcome Jeri Ryan. You look fantastic, as always.
Thank you. Back at you, baby.
You never look bad. Never.
Thank you.
What? Last month, TV Guide came out with their 50 sexiest stars of all time. And you're in there. This is of all time.
Yeah.
Now, slipping through it, you're number 41. And I was mad, because I'm a big fan of yours, and I thought you should be much higher.
Thank you.
And Luke Perry was ahead of you. He was number 40. And I was flipped out. I was mad, because Luke Perry does not beat you in the sexy category.
Thanks.
First of all, he's in his late 50s. I don't know if people know that.
Well, yeah, because I think he was probably close to that when he was in the high school show, so yeah.
Yeah, no, but were you excited about that?
Yeah, that was nice. It was a thrill.
But it's so weird when they rank it, because it makes you... I would get into a whole head.
Bizarre.
When I'm on that list, which will be soon, I don't laugh at that. Go, yes, it's true. If I were on that list, I would be all obsessed with, wait, you know, I'd be happy that I was on it.
They're number 13.
Yeah, exactly. The person's got a fat ass. Why am I on here and they're there? I would be all mad about that. But clearly you've accepted it and
I've
you're
accepted
happy.
it and moved on. Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, on the show Boston Public, I like the show. A lot of people
Thank you.
like this show. But sometimes I look at you on that show and you play a school teacher and I think, there's never been a school teacher that hot. It just hasn't happened, and it takes me out of the show a little bit.
Beg to differ. No, we hear that a lot. We get a lot of complaints that
people complain about that.
People don't look like that. I mean, they don't have those. Not true. I had two high school teachers who were major hots for. One was a high school physiology teacher who was just hot.
Right.
And then one was my sophomore year. He was the PE teacher, right?
So you had a crush on your gym teacher?
Yeah, actually, when I was in college and came home one year, I actually dated him briefly. So that was kind of cool.
And maybe illegal. Isn't there some rule at the school or something?
No, I mean, I was years later.
He's a patient guy. He's like, you're hot. I'll see you in 9 years. Good for him. Now, last year you finished playing this character that you made famous, 7 of 9, on Star Trek Voyager, and you stop and you move on and you're doing other things now and you've been successful, but I got to think that there are Star Trek nerds, for lack of a better term, who will never let go. Yeah, exactly. Who will never let go of the 7 of... Are they still bothering you? Or, I mean, because once you're on Star Trek, that's it. Yeah, exactly. There's a whole section of people that will be talking about you and trying to talk to you for the rest of your life. Yeah, are they still trying to get a hold of you?
Yeah, some of them. But I mean, they're for the most part very polite and very sweet.
Very nice.
And respectful.
Right. I was at a play recently, and I noticed the guy sitting right in front of me in the play is Leonard Nimoy.
Really?
Spock.
Spock, yeah.
And I'm an adult, and I'm pretty mature. Okay, not real mature, but it was everything I could do not to, like, give him the Vulcan nerve pinch. I wanted to keep reaching over and do it and say, like, live long and prosper. But I didn't do it.
You give Star Trek fans a bad name. It's you.
Maybe it is me. All right. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you've moved on. You're doing very well. When you started out, you did a sitcom.
Oh, guest star. Yeah, it was my first job.
You guest starred on a sitcom. You were on which one?
Who's the Boss?
And this was like your first job.
This was my first job when I first moved out to L.A.
Right.
I had never even seen a TV set or movie set. I didn't know what went on. And
were you good at it? Were you good in the episode?
Oh, God. No. And it reruns all the time. This thing haunts me. It reruns like on a monthly basis.
Who's the Boss reruns more than any other show. I think it's playing constantly in most countries of the world.
It does. And I actually was...
It's like CNN in most countries.
I was on vacation in Italy, and it was rerunning while I was on vacation in Italy. And there's me yelling all of my dialogue because I was an idiot and didn't realize that there's a microphone 6 inches above your head because I was used to the theater, projecting to the back row.
So you were like, hello, Tony?
Yelling my lines. Yeah.
Tony, where did you get that chimpanzee? All right, so you've been in the acting business for a while, and I was shocked to find out that you had never done a sex scene until recently. Yeah. Like, that was the first time that you had been asked to do a sex scene.
I mean, I've done lots of, make-out scenes, and, like you're making out leading to sex, or you're waking up after sex, or scenes like that.
So on the kind of shows where they're, like, classy about it, where you start to make out, and then they pan to the curtains blowing.
Right,
and then they pan... You know, and like a candle, and then the candle burns down, and then you pan back, and you guys are smoking and fully dressed.
Yeah, that I've done.
I hate those shows. So you were doing that, but this is actually one of the ones where you're seeing...
This was the first time where I actually had to simulate the act, and it was...
The act, that's very nice of you.
Petrified. I was beyond petrified.
I don't even know how they, I mean, what do you wear? How does it work? Are you...
You don't wear much. I mean, you sort of, you know, underwear and...
See, that's where I would just say, can't do it. I can't do it. Because I'm very inhibited. I would be like, if I was in a love scene where we're supposed to be naked, I'd be wearing this suit and tie.
No,
She'd
honestly,
be naked and I'd be wearing this. And
I
I'd say,
thought I
just
would have a
color
heart
it in
attack.
later. You know?
I was terrified. I was shaking like this. I thought I was going to hyperventilate. But there could be nothing less romantic or less comfortable about anything than this sex scene, because at one point there were 5 of us in the bed. I'm not exaggerating.
What kind of sex scene was this? And when are we going to see it? 5 of you.
It was me and the other actor, and then the camera guy,
oh,
and the
those
focus
guys.
puller, and the battery.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, yeah.
And they get carried away. No,
oh, what are you going to do?
Right.
It's a long day. You got to keep it interesting.
Anything you can do. Well, Boston Public airs Monday nights at 8 on Fox. Thank you very much for coming back. Nice to have you here. Jeri Ryan, everybody. We'll take a break. When we come back, Rhett Miller going to perform. We'll see you in a second. Stick around.